And when you find yourself incarcerated, you're going to come across some things that have little meaning, but a lot of value to them. We've all heard the saying, what would you do for a Klondike bar, right? One thing I bet you haven't heard is, I bodied someone over a whatchamacallit. Dom the best, finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga, yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around and bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with locks. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2 comes violent, first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone, I'm a charger, don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlifted. What's up, y'all? You already know, man. Kfrog TV back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me that solid favor, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And also make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Today I'm going to be telling y'all another story that I seen take place inside a Florida prison while I was serving the sentence that they gave me down here to do my time. Okay? One thing I will let you know is the things that I be talking about over here, I don't condone in. I'm not pushing that type of movement. I'm not trying to promote it. I'm just trying to let y'all know what it's really like on the other side of that barbed wire. What it's really like over there when you find yourself away from people you know and against others that stand for something totally different than you, okay? Now, one thing I will let y'all know is, of course, when you're locked up, you're going to have people that try to take advantage of the weak. You're going to have people that will put up with it, people that won't put up with it. There's problems every single day inside a prison. But for this one here, this is a special story, all right? This is about someone that got themselves in a situation and the guards told us that the person didn't make it, okay, after what took place. Now, I don't know how true it is. I don't know how, false it is. But as of my understanding, the inmate got flatlined due to this situation, okay? Now, just like any normal day inside a prison, everybody's gambling. Everybody's arguing, everybody's having fun, doing whatever they got to do to get their mind off the time they got. Well, we had this one individual in my dorm that ended up getting robbed, all right? Now, he literally let an inmate go in his locker and take his shit, and he didn't do nothing about it. And by him not doing nothing about it the first time led to what comes next, okay? One thing I will let you know is if you're somebody that has heart, and you're somebody that stands up for yourself, you better do it off the rip. Because if you don't, if you let somebody slide and get away with it one time, everybody on the outside in is going to be looking. And when they're looking at you like you're weak and vulnerable. So it's going to make them feel like they can try you next. And that's exactly what happened here. This individual who got robbed and did not do anything left himself vulnerable for the next man to try to rob him. Now, when you find yourself, doing your time, you're very limited to the type of things you can come across, You got access to everything that the guards allow you to have access to. You understand? You have access to the same exact canteen items, same food items and everything as all the other inmates. Unless you get something that you're not supposed to have. That is considered contraband. Anything that you could get the guards to bring in, anything that you can get from the outside in is considered contraband, okay? And I don't know about y'all, but me, I had plenty of guards bring me stuff. I talked videos and broke it down to how I used to have a female officer. She brought me steak and asparagus one time. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to get done, but not everybody can do it. Now, this individual who got robbed, he ended up getting a gift from a guard. And it wasn't nothing that serious. It wasn't, oh my God, look what he has. It was actual whatchamacallit candy bar. Don't know if y'all have ever had these. I had them prior to going to prison. But I will never forget how serious something went because of one of these candy bars. A guard had the same person that got robbed working for him. Okay, doing certain things for him, whether it was sweeping the school building or, mopping the school building, whatever it was he had him doing for him. So he felt like rewarding him. And he gave him a whatchamacallit candy bar. And once he got that candy bar,
he showed everybody in the dorm. He came around and was showing everybody, and you know, everybody's like, boy, I give you $5 for it. I give you $7 for it. I give you $9 for it. You know, even though it ain't worth that much, it's just rare. You understand? It is totally different than what we have access to. You know, the only chocolate that we were able to get our hands on inside of prison that was on the canteen was damn Snickers and Twix and damn hot cocoa. That's it. And some M&Ms that are inside of your trail mix. You know, we didn't have a variety of different candy bars, and we definitely didn't have a whatchamacallit on there. You see what I'm saying? Now, he was showing it and bragging to everybody, which was his first mistake. And people are throwing numbers out there. People are trying to outbid other people. They want to buy it. Let me get it. Let me this and that. Let me, come on, bro, I'll do this. Tattoo man told him, look, bro, I'll give you a sleeve for it. I'll give you a whole tattoo sleeve. And, you know, and he wasn't even trying to sell it. He just wanted to show everybody he had it, okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into the individual who was scoping him. The individual who was scoping him was someone that seen him allow someone else to rob him not that long ago. You see, that's what gave him the idea. Okay, I'm gonna rob him and take his shit. I'm gonna take his stuff. He ain't do nothing to the last person. He ain't gonna do nothing to me. You see what I'm saying? And the individual who had the candy bar in their locker wasn't really living like that. You know, he literally, you know, he stayed to himself. He was more of like he was like a bookworm. You know, like you'd see him on the compound carrying books. He went to damn library on the days that he wasn't working, and he went and he put his face in a book. Like, that's what he did to kill his time. You know, he got himself out of, you know, where his mind really was, and he put it into the books. And he wanted to get his mind off of doing time, you know, and that's what he did. He stayed to himself. Now, when the individual went and robbed him, he didn't just take the candy bar. He went in his locker, took everything that was out of his locker, decided to take that shit. Like, this is what it is. I'm taking this. Ain't nothing you're gonna do about it. Yada, yada, yada. Next thing you know, bruh got hurt. He decided to attack him with a lock. So he ran after the same dude who just stole from him and hit him with a lock. So that means one or two things in my eyes. One, he picks faces, because he didn't do that to the last person who just robbed him recently. He didn't attack them. He didn't try to get his shit back. None of that. Two, he really, really wanted to stand up over that whatchamacallit candy bar. That was the only thing that was in there. And he was saying it out loud. Like, oh, you got me dubbed, yada, 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 but that, you know, my candy bar's in there and this and that, this and, you know, and it was just something about the candy bar. I don't know what it was. He wasn't eating it or nothing. He just felt cool to have it, which I really don't understand, because if they would have did a shakedown, any of the other officers would have seen that. They would have took it. They would have took his shit out of his locker. Like, they see something that is not on the canteen list, something that isn't familiar, that they see that every inmate has access to, they're gonna take it. So it's like, I don't know why he didn't just open that bitch up and secure it. That's what he should have did, honestly. But he didn't. Instead, he left it in there, sitting in there, just because he wanted to feel like he was the only one with that type of candy bar on the compound. And he probably was. So when he starts rapping about the, you know, my candy bar, this and this and this and that, and he decides to run up on the dude with a lock, hit him with a lock, everybody in the dorm jumps up. Nobody wants the police in there. So everybody jumps up and tries to break it up, get them off of each other, die down the situation and everything like that. He's still like, nah, this and that, yada, yada, yada. So the other dude's telling him, I'm going to stab you, bro, for hitting me with this lock. You get what I'm saying? You think it's a game, blah, 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 blah. You know, you just violated by hitting me with a lock, blah, 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 and shit like that. He was bleeding a little bit and shit, but it was more like the gang members and the people who had things going on in the dorm, as far as like hustles with dope or cell phones, you know, Tunchi, cigarettes, whatever it was. Everybody rose together and like wanted to dispute the situation before the guards came in here, because over something so petty, getting the guards' attention will make them flip the whole dorm. And now we all got shit missing. Now we all getting things knocked off by the guards. Now we're all taking a loss. So everybody try to like dispute a situation. And the dude who had the candy bar at first, whose shit was stolen, he didn't like the idea of everybody like turning on him like, bro, well, that's it. Or we all finna get on your ass. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He took your shit, you beat him, you hit him with a lock, boom, boom. You know, we're stopping him from trying to kill you. You know, we telling him it's over with. We telling the other dude, you ain't finna stab nobody in here, blah, blah, blah. You know, we got shit going on. Like, everybody's trying to dispute a situation. This is where the guy who took the shit messed up. Is the situation was disputed for a little while. Now, this happened in the afternoon. So, next time everybody's gonna leave the dorm is breakfast. So now when it comes time to going to breakfast, you know, I guess the dude who stole the candy bar, you know, I guess he thought it was really over with. He thought like, yeah, they disputed, it is what it is, it's a wrap, yada, 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 yada. But the dude who originally had that candy bar was not willing to let it go that simple. You get what I'm saying? So they go to breakfast. When the dude's coming back from breakfast, next thing you know, we never see them again. We never see any two of them again. Guards come in, go straight to their bunks, start packing up both their bunks and tell all of us the dude who stole the candy bar got stabbed and got killed by the other inmate. So we're like, hell nah. And they're like, no, really, he got stabbed and got killed by the other inmate. So we're thinking, man, someone pulled a check-in stunt. There ain't no way in hell he stabbed him. Sure enough, we see the helicopter flying by. Helicopters coming to land on the compound to airlift that individual and bring him to outside medical. So now we're like, damn, that boy went in about that candy bar, bro. That whatchamacallit's that good? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Like, and everybody's like, bro, I ain't never had one of them shits, bro. Them shits must be fire. But it's more than the taste of it. It's more of the principle, you understand? And that individual who stabbed him, that wasn't willing to let it go, he must have stabbed him where no one, you know, could jump on him or anything, because he knew if he did it in the dorm, it would bring attention. So he did a good, you know, stunt by doing it out there, because they both got hemmed up and then they came to the door to pack his shit. You see, that's why I say, from my knowledge, the dude flatlined and passed away, because that's what the guards told us. You understand? It just blows my mind when I think about it. The littlest things will remind me of stories and things that I've seen take place in prison. And these are things that go on a day-to-day basis. These are things that you can't shake. Even if you stay out of the way and stay to yourself, you're still going to be around these things and see these type of things. You get what I'm saying? And you may not know what it's over or why it's going down, but you will still see the outcome. You understand? You might see someone get stabbed and get jumped. You don't know why they got stabbed or jumped. You feel me? But when you're more in the mix, you'll know why they're getting stabbed and jumped. And then, you know, word travels. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to come on here and share the story with y'all, because I want y'all to know that when you're locked up, your life means nothing. Your life is not even as much as a whatchamacallit candy bar. Okay? You can find yourself locked up over the pettiest situation and find yourself doing time over the simplest crime. And one thing about it, somebody will take your life quicker than you can eat that candy bar. I'm being honest. That's why you gotta make sure you pay attention at all times, okay? Because I'm here letting y'all know about a time someone got flatlined over a piece of chocolate. You see? And at the end of the day, if nobody would have broke that situation up that night, the dude who stole the candy bar would have stabbed him first for hitting him with a lock. So who's to say he wouldn't have got him and flatlined him first? You see? So it was like, either way, someone's gonna get flatlined. Now, is the dude wrong for backing up, you know, himself when someone took his shit? No, he's not. You get what I'm saying? Is the other dude wrong for stealing his shit? Yes, he is. You see? So it's like, one dude had a reason to kill, the other dude had a reason to get killed. That's how you gotta look at it. But now, if it wanted to got disputed the night before, then it would have been like, the dude would have died for sticking up for himself from the dude stealing from him. So then really, it would have been the opposite. The dude that killed didn't have a reason to kill, and the dude that died didn't have a reason to die. You see? That's how it would have went if it didn't get disputed that night. But the dude who stole made a very, very big mistake by thinking shit was over with. the prisons I've been to and the way that people do their time, when you're beefing with somebody and y'all got shit going back and forth and it turns into an altercation, it's kind of hard for both of y'all to resign and stay in that dorm after that situation. You see what I'm saying? If there isn't no formal respect, or if there isn't really a dead issue, a real deal to where it's like, you know, if it's you and a gang member, them other gang members are gonna stamp it to where this is the end of the situation. You feel me? But if it's mano y mano and you and someone else and it's a life or death, his knights against your skin or your skin against his knife, however it goes, it's on you, you know, to pay attention and never ever think shit's just swept under the rug. Because when you think about it, I don't even know if they made it to chow or not. I just know they went to breakfast. So for all we know, the dude who got stabbed, his last meal could have been that whatchamacallit candy bar. You see what I'm saying? They do his autopsy. When in his death report, and you'll look inside of his stomach, and one of the last things he's got is the same candy bar he got killed over. You see what I'm saying? And it can happen for anything. It ain't got to just be over a candy bar. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget the time the damn guard gave me a little bit of the baby blue Frost Gatorade. And I sipped that bit, and that bit was so good, I was barely sipping it, trying to make it last a month. And it was cold. You feel me? And I remember that shit tastes so good, and he was like, that shit good, ain't it? And I threw it out there. I was just joking with him, but I meant it a little piece, but I said, man, I'll bag someone right now for you. You bring me a yoo-hoo. I told him, you bring me a yoo-hoo, I'll stab up whoever you want me to stab. You feel me? He looked at me and started laughing. And I was like, yeah. Like, I meant that shit at the time. You know what I'm saying? I fought with yoo-hoo. You know what I'm saying? But it just shows your life means nothing. Think about it. When you're on the streets, your life's everything. When you're behind them walls, I'm just being honest with y'all. So I want to come on here and share the story with y'all about how the person ended up getting flatlined behind a candy bar. If you're somebody that did time and you've seen people get in the shit over stuff like this, drop it in the comments. And if you're also somebody that did time, you know how serious it could be about street food or something that comes from the outside in. Okay, I seen somebody get flipped over a pair of Jordan slides one time, and another institution, I seen someone get flipped over a pair of NBA socks. Uglass yellow ones. Yellow NBA high socks. Look like the damn, what are they called? The tube socks. And they were yellow. Had the NBA logo on them. I seen people get flipped over both of those. You see what I'm saying? You can't even wear regular street stuff around certain guards without them taking that shit and altering it. You feel me? So it's like, you take the risk of having that, hide it from guards and from inmates who want to try to take. You know what I'm saying? But everywhere you go, people going to try to, let me get that. You got to be a very, very special and respected person in order to have them type of things. If y'all look back at a lot of my videos of me inside of prison, I had on a tank top. Ain't everybody rocking tank tops. People got to respect you in order for you to rock a tank top. You got to get them tank tops, them street tank tops. That shit ain't nothing on no canteen. It ain't nothing you could buy on commissary. Them shits come from outside, the warehouses, from different people. No, that's how it goes. And for the guards not to take it, and for the inmates not to try to run down on you for it, you got to protect that shit. And it might cost you your life. That's why I wanted to do this video. Y'all let me know in the comment sections if y'all have ever seen anything like this happen. If you've seen anybody get flipped and stabbed over street food or over something that wasn't worth it at all and they ended up not making it. That's what the comment section's there for. Y'all go ahead, man. Let me know what y'all think. I appreciate y'all tuning in like I always say. What else am I going to tell y'all? Make sure you keep them rats, squares, clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, wannabe honor boys, and clout chasers out your circle. Until next time, this the one and only. I am my team, Frog.